I think this STEP program has opened my eyes to the geriatric population and their increasing medical needs and how they're older and they have more problems, but they're still functioning people and they want to do whatever can make their lives easier or better and healthy.
I think the biggest thing I learned was a new perspective, or something I gained was a new perspective, and that I'm not going in to see a patient that's older. I'm going in to see another person who has concerns and pains and fears and stress just like I do. There may be a little bit more aches and pains, but that's really the perspective that I've appreciated, and I'm not treating a patient as I may have before, but I'm treating another person just like me, or just older.
I hope that through our conversations that Brett and other upcoming doctors will realize that not to put a label on all seniors, because there are a lot of seniors that totally enjoy being active and using preventive medicine.
As the population's aging, my patients are going to be, I'm going to have a lot of patients that are older, and so what my involvement in the STEP program has done is it has maybe readjusted my perspective of these older patients.
I know after I've been to a few meetings, we did one on how to get the most out of your visit at the doctor's. That helped me so much because I really took charge of my next visit by having my questions written down, my medicines written down, and so it has made a big impact on me, and I just know through this program I'll just be learning more and more and get first-hand information.
I think the STEP program has pointed up things I really didn't know about healthcare. And so I think it's a good source of information for healthcare for older people.
I've joined it because I'm so interested in our future and in the doctors coming up. And I wasn't sure if I had anything to give them, but I knew I would gain by being there because of what we would be talking about. And I knew they would have first-hand information right off the press.
Some of my favorite things about the STEP program are the monthly meetings that we have, and so it's definitely a structured time that I know I'm going to see George at the first of the month. So that's good, so we definitely have a connection. So then it's really easy for us to say, okay, I'll call you next week, we'll set up a time where we'll go eat lunch. And so that's really kind of facilitates us staying in contact. So then going to lunch just seems natural after we've already shared one lunch together.
I'm really fortunate because I have a STEP partner that everybody else wants to have as their STEP partner also, because June loves the Cardinals, she has a great sense of humor, she always has really good stories. The other med students really, they like their STEP partners, but I definitely have one that everybody likes.
I know, Molly's going to make a great doctor.
If Brett chooses to practice in Columbia, I will probably be his first patient.
And for me, joining this program, to have Donna around where I can just call her anytime, we can go out to lunch. I've been over to her house for dinner on numerous occasions. To have the home-cooked meal, which I've missed for like the last 7 years, it's a great experience for me, and it's great for me just to be able to have that in the back of my mind, that I know there's someone there for me in Columbia while my family's away. It's something that I was missing, and something I'm glad I got back now.
June lets me know that her home is my home away from home.
I think my involvement in the STEP program and working with Lorene has taught me a lot about being a good physician in the future. Lorene has been very great about sharing stories with me about her personal life and her medical health, and it's really shown me a different perspective as far as the patient side of things. And so I feel like our relationship has allowed me to grow not only personally but also professionally as well.
We just talk about what's going on, how school's going for me. All of his children are in the health professional careers, so that makes it very easy for us to find stuff to talk about.
Leah does express a lot of times the anxiety and the experiences that she has, and the immense amount of reading and studying that she has to do. And I do encourage her, and of course we talk as equals.
The STEP partners are so understanding. I mean, they know that we're in medical school and that you have things to do, and generally I'd say that it's not a pressure situation at all. It's more like your STEP partners and extra support for you. So they're there to talk to if you need another positive person in your life to encourage you and things like that.
Me and my step partner, Donna Marsh, have had numerous conversations about medical school. Just let her know, like, we have this week of tests that we have to do, and she's just there and she listens, and she keeps telling me, Steve, keep going. Steve, you're gonna do it. Steve, you're gonna be a wonderful doctor. And just to hear that, it's just that much more push behind my drive to finish this medical school process and just to become the best doctor I can be. So it's great just to talk to her and just release sometimes. It's just wonderful.
I think one of the great things that I've learned from the relationship with Lorene is that healthcare takes on a lot of different fields. It's not just having a single issue or a single problem. A lot of times with seniors, it's kind of multidimensional.
I hope I've taught them to be patient and to not expect miracles.
I definitely want to stay in contact with Donna until forever, for real. I don't really want to lose contact with Donna. She's such a great person.
I'm really glad I joined STEP because I got to meet my dear friend June.
I want to go out on a limb and predict he'll be one of the best doctors around.